Aries, yesterday, all my troubles seemed so far away. Now it feels as though they're here to stay. We're coming from the book of the Beatles. And later down the line, Boys to Men. But originally, of course, the Beatles. That song yesterday is about regret. It is about nostalgia, um, heartbreak. There's a lot to unpack there, right? And that's what we're talking about today, Aries. Spirit wants to talk about those things that we may romanticize from the past, things that we may regret from the past, and what to do going forward, how we should refocus and reframe. So that's what we're talking about. I am Shauna. This is your highest good tarot. Welcome or welcome back, Aries. Always a pleasure to have you in these spiritual streets. So let's get started. Keep in mind, Aries, that this message is not for everybody. Take it as it resonates. What is the situation Aries is focusing on regarding yesterday? Let's see, Aries. We have the Page of Pentacles here. We have the Fool. And we have the Knight of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, the energy here is the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, a shift, a change. I'm going to put this to the side. Ooh, because behind that is the Ten of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune is something, of course, that keeps spinning. It is a wheel of the ebbs and flows of life. Sometimes we're on top, sometimes we're midway, and sometimes, you know, we're not in either one of those places. And this is about how things shifted, and you ended up being the hurt one, Aries. Let's go to the spread here. Page of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Knight of Wands. It's giving me, Spirit says, young love. And for some of you, you may be younger. For others of you, this may have been an experience with someone who may have been your first love, or giving you the energy of a young love, your first experience like that. Because you fail and you feel hard. It's given the energy of fools rush in with this, with the Fool and the Knight of Wands here. And then things changed. Things changed. Yeah, it's like, when you fall super hard for somebody, that is the energy that I'm getting. Because you were somebody you were focused more on, your focus was elsewhere. But then, you know, it was like that. It was unexpected how it happened. Because this Page of Pentacle, he's they're essentially, they're really focused on that pentacle. Can we clarify this Wheel of Fortune? We had the Nine of Cups. Of course, the Nine of Cups can have a meaning of wishes fulfilled, sitting pretty, but it can also give off, also mean complacency. And we're talking about how things shifted. It can give an energy of um, being comfortable, and not in a good way. Not wanting to do more, not wanting to go beyond where you are. That's where things shifted. That's how the shift happened. It's like somebody wasn't willing to grow, wasn't willing to be flexible, um, wasn't willing to become. Can we clarify the Knight of Wands? Ten of Pentacles. Hmm. It's interesting how you were focused on the Pentacles, right? And then this person came through like a whirlwind. You fell for them. And the energy where the comfort came is when maybe the discussion wasn't originally had about where things are going to go, where you both will end up. Do you want children? Are you, do you have a relationship with your family? Da 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 da, things like that. That's what I'm getting here with this Ten of Pentacles. Like this person, family wasn't something that was on their mind, and they weren't willing to become. They weren't willing to budge on what their vision is, like of where they want it to be in the next 5-10 years, because this is a Knight of Wands. They're not thinking about the next 5-10 years. They're thinking about what's going on right now. And you, Aries, gave your heart. You gave your heart completely. So what is Aries focused on regarding this relationship from yesterday? How is Aries seeing this relationship? Is this something that Aries is romanticizing? And you know what, Aries, this could have been a relationship because there was a shift, right? This person could have told you that they wanted a family. They could have said they wanted the things that you wanted, and then it changed. Then it changed. Like, what? But you said, yeah, because people do that. People do that. They do that. There are people out there who do that to get their hooks in you, to get you. And then the real them comes out. What they really want comes out. What is Aries focused on regarding yesterday? Eight of Swords. Focused on the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Time wasted. Bottom of the deck, strength. How I should have been stronger and just stayed focused on what I was focused on, building and becoming, and growth, my education, because some of you may have left school to pursue this relationship. You may have, you know, um, foregone your dream of starting a business to pursue this relationship. That's what this Page of Pentacles is giving me, that you left something behind. You left something behind based off of what this person told you, based off of what you perceived was reality, because that's what they showed you, right? You left it behind. And now you've boxed yourself in saying that, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Now I'll never be able to da 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 da. And that's not true. That's not true. Additional energy that I'm getting from the Eight of Swords is not just blaming yourself, but also blaming that other person for where you are. It's like this hardness, um, resentfulness, a hard shell, a hard shell. Yeah. Where should Aries is? Hmm. Okay. Where should Aries' focus be? Spirit. I was getting a download, y'all. Where should Aries' focus be? They were telling me where they want me to go with this reading. Where should Aries' focus be? Oh, we got the Two of Wands. I really like the Two of Wands. It's um one of those cards that people kind of sleep on. Ooh, the Two of Wands. You were the Page of Pentacles, but now you upgraded to a Knight. Like I said, whatever you wanted at that time before that relationship, it's not too late. The Two of Wands is about planning. It's about ambition. It's about hell, travel. If you were somebody who wanted to travel, and see the world, you still can. You can still plan your work and work your plan. If you were going to be a business owner of a specific type of business, maybe your energy isn't in the same space where it was when before you met that person, but it doesn't mean that you can't pivot. The Knight of Pentacles is about patience, it's about perseverance, it's about hard work, it's about practice makes progress. It's about, if you want to go back to school, do that shit. Plan it. Find the best program or the best school that is for you. If you want to go get a trade, do it. But it takes patience. It's going to take work. It's going to be a long winding road, but you have the energy for it. You have the ambition, but you have to be one who is consistent with yourself. You learned a lesson from the relationship, but now you know where your focus needs to be. At the bottom of the deck, here's the Queen of Pentacles again. But Queen of Pentacles, I said it for a reason, because some of y'all need to be focusing on that business, because Queen of Pentacles is a business owner, among many more things, but she is a person who takes care of business. She is stable, she's reliable, she's financially viable, and all the things. I said it for a reason. But again, we have the Queen of Cups. It's here again. And do you see where her focus is? It's on her own cup. It's on her own cup, not on somebody else's cup, her own cup. Yeah. So we're going to get some last messages here and additional advice for you, Aries. Move this out the way regarding, yesterday. We're going to get additional information regarding yesterday, Spirit. What is additional advice for Aries regarding yesterday and whether they are focused on the relationship that didn't work for whatever reason? You know, they probably didn't pursue their dreams before for a relationship. What do you want Aries to know about yesterday? What additional advice? What additional messages do you have for Aries regarding yesterday and what they may have not pursued because of a relationship? First of all, Aries, Spirit is saying it's time to reconnect with them. Time to reconnect with the universe, reconnect with your benevolent ancestors, reconnect with God, your spirit guides, your angels. That is how you're going to be guided during this time, leaning into your intuition and your spirit team. First of all, first and foremost, what else, Spirit? For one thing that I know for sure, Aries, is that when I have a tendency to lose focus because I'm blaming myself or blaming somebody else, it's a time that I need to be talking to them and reconnecting. And guess what? I sure as hell do. Okay, what else came by, Aries? Is that we are, the universe is working on your behalf. Things are shifting for you, Aries. Things are shifting for you, but you have to trust and surrender. Things are shifting. You can, Aries. Whatever your dream was prior to getting with that person, you can do it. You can still do it. It's not dead. It's not dead. You can still make it a reality. Anything else for Aries? Yes. Seek additional guidance. Yes. Seek additional guidance. Listen, Aries, you have your affirmation. You have your assignment. Don't be in the middle of a course correction. That's at the bottom of the deck. This is your opportunity to seize the moment. This is your opportunity to say yes to yourself. Remember, it's time to focus on your own cup. It's time to focus on your own cup. Is that it, Spirit? That's all, Aries. Focus on your cup. You got this. You got this. And until next time, Aries, I hope this helps. And I hope it helps you for your highest good. Bye.